Wholeness, wholeness, wholeness. Yes. I just wanted to slide up in here, family, and so I can get y'all going, get y'all up to speed on what's going on with this Tartarian situation. I was in here just browsing and breezing. And, I keep a lot of information anyway. So, just in case it gets snatched off the internet, I'll still be having it. But you can see here, man, at one point in time, hell, China still had the nerve and audacity to flaunt about the Tartarian flag. Hey, they was rough, man. These people are crazy. Like I studied how even the Great Wall of China, it wasn't built by the Chinese. It was built by the Tartarians to help keep the Chinese out. Oh man. Whole lot of different stories about who Genghis Khan was and Batu Khan, and they give you this old crazy look of Genghis Khan, but when you really go look and see who Genghis Khan and them was, it was a whole nother story, a whole nother detail about them. So the most definite thing we got to learn to understand is, man, not to fall for the tricks of history. Now, I do have this entire document here, right? It's called A Natural Cultural Development Under Communism. This is actually right here. It's the CIA document, right here where it says cultural development. Okay, let me just pull it up anyway. What they talking about? Now, this is a National Cultural Development Under Communism. It says Muslims of Russia, Tartars of the Volga and the Crimea, Kyrgyz, I can't, some of these words are just, Siberia and Turkestan, Turks and Tartars of Transcaucasia, Chechens and mountain peoples of the Caucasus, and all you whose mosques and prayer houses have been destroyed, whose beliefs and customs have been trampled upon by the Tsars and the oppressors of Russia. Henceforth, your beliefs and customs, your national and cultural institutions are forever free and inviolate. Organize your national life in complete freedom. This is your right. So now, if you go up in here and study this, and I'm going to, leave this entire document, right? Just so we'll be able to see right now. Okay, let us take the matter of history, which along with religion, language, and literature constitute the core of a people, cultural heritage. Here again, the communism have interfered in a shameless manner. For example, on August 9th, 1944, the Central Committee of the Communist Party, sitting in Moscow, issued a directive ordering the party's Tartar provincial committee to proceed to a scientific revision of the history of Tartaria to liquidate serious shortcomings and mistakes of the nationalistic character committed by individual writers and historians in dealing with Tartar history. In other words, Tartar history was to be rewritten, let us be frank, was to be falsified in order to eliminate references to great Russian aggressions and to hide the facts of the real course of Tartar-Russian relations. I'm sorry. I was finna say melatonins, baby. You know that word always ready to come out of a black person's mouth. But I'm just going in here showing you, man, how like even the land that they call, or that ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, at one point in time, it was called the Caspian Sea or the Black Sea or the Tartarian Sea, shall I say. Yeah. Let me get up in here. Let me get up in here real fast. Right? Tartarian fortresses. Now, the below two French maps are circa 1714. They clearly demonstrate from Tartarian control and dominion over the region known today as Lhasa, Tibet, For me, these maps signify sometime prior to 1714, Tartary had enough power to have its name placed over these territories, and the power of Tartaria was known all the way in Europe. So, like, man, we really got to get, and I mean, listen, man, you can look at this, right? Tartarian fortresses. Look at this, man. Like, you see that these fortresses or places like, and you know, like where I'm from, we got a lot of high schools and stuff, and you know, a couple of the prisons, courthouses, and all of that stuff is still built inside of this specific type of architecture here. That's specifically right here. It's built in that type of limestone or whatever that quarry stone is too. So that's the reason too, man. You see, like they starting to rebuild all of our old infrastructures because technically, man, it's the energy that these buildings house, hold, and contain. And they're trying to destroy these infrastructures, man. They're trying to destroy them. Good thing is we at least got pictures of them. So we can always go back into it. And I mean this, man, like you go all the way off into it, like where we at? Hold on. But see, I missed way more information about this, and I got a lot of photos and stuff too, man. Like right here, the Tartarian city of Nuremberg was conquered to become Washington, D.C. Yeah, seriously. The initial thread ended up getting bigger than I expected. Okay, let's just go there. Had a hint. Okay, Washington, D.C. and co. Now you know that America really right now, man, is being ran by a corporation. So let's go down. Let me show y'all something. You see all of this? Alexandria, Baltimore, Philadelphia, New York City, Boston, Quebec, Montreal. Some of these places ain't even in America or what we consider or perceive to be America. But I'm showing you that all of this land was literally Tartaria. All it was you got this group of people called the Khazars or however you want to pronounce it, throughout history been known as the Phoenicians, right? The Jewish people. And the Jewish people are really not Jewish. I mean, Jewish is not really a race. It's a religion. But it goes in here to show you, man, there's a lot of history, and it's a guy here. And I'm serious. There's a guy here. Where is he at? He's discussing. Hold on. Obviously, we do not know what the original names of the above locations were. I think whoever's holding those 300-year classified documents can indulge us. They obviously will not, but they are the ones who know what and why. We need to find some people, man, and we need to get together, man, and start discovering together, man. And I mean this, start coming together and sharing documents so we can see, comparing maps and all of this stuff. And I mean, just everywhere, man. Like, you know, when we get in contact with this information, a lot of people just want to get it, man, and hold it hostage. You see, like, it's like they don't realize that, you know, you got this information from somebody else. So you ain't literally got to be known as the, you know, the first person with it. So because you wasn't the first person with it anyway, you know, you got it from somewhere. So, you know, but like I'm saying, man, it's just something that we actually need to start doing. We need to start coming together and exchanging this information, because even here, let me see some. Like if you go up in here, dating back to 5500 BC, the Tartaria tablets, earliest form of writing in the world. The Tartaria tablets are the earliest form of writings, right? The 3 tablets were discovered in 1961 at a Neolithic site in the village of Tartaria in Romania. The tablets bear Vinca symbols of the Neolithic Turdus Vinca culture dating back to 2700 BC. And as you can see, man, these are some very cool looking symbols, man. Whether, I mean, and to be honest with you, whether you know it or not, man, like back then, symbols inside of themselves, like just think when hieroglyphs and things like that or art form became a new way of communication. These types of symbols, they meant so much. You see what I mean? To the people that actually created them, like just each specific symbol. And I'm liking right here how I got that cross right there. So that means that like that specific symbol to somebody like me, man, it'll stick out a lot. You see what I mean? Just because the format, the four pillars, the four corners, the four layers with this, you know, with the hole up here and the cross, like symbolism inside of itself, man, it says a lot. You see what I mean? So, like I say that, you know, inside of that language, now we use words, right? We have a whole bunch of those little symbols put together that just makes one specific word. And basically, it's all just used to create confusion because even the language that we use today was created by this race of beings or this group of beings, shall I say, this brotherhood called the Phoenicians. And, you know, these are the people who are responsible for this invasion that took place on Tartarian Empire. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, people that got greedy, man. You know what I'm saying? We just came up out of a real bad, I mean, a real serious situation. So when you go down here, man, and I don't want to get too far off into it, and I know y'all could probably study it called the Mud Flood. Now, the tablets are generally believed to have belonged to the Vinca Turtis culture. Since the archaeologist Nicola Vaesa discovered the tablets, there have been various interpretations of the etchings of the three tablets. The purpose of the burial is unclear, but it has been suggested that the body was a local, most respected wise person. Some scholars think that the tablets are from the Danube civilization. Others think that the symbols are highly standardized and have rec- a rectilinear shape comparable to the one which was manifested by archaic writing systems. Besides the many theories, it is still unknown what kind of writing system they represent. So yeah, man, I'm saying this. Let's get into this. What is Danubian? Let's get into this, people. I'm talking about, man, like, you know, when we get in contact with this information, we ain't got to fight. We ain't got to feud. We ain't got to beef, bitch, and bicker with each other about it. This information is being etched inside the stone of history and echoed throughout the epoch of time for us all to actually grasp it and take much, how should I say, advantage of it. You see what I mean? Because this is where our history is. And I know y'all probably hear that train in the background. Forgive me for that, man. I'm not really, I don't have my headphones on, so I can't see like just how clear my microphone is right now. But you know, yeah, man, this is most definitely, man. Listen to me. Neolithic clay amulet retouch part of the Tartaria tablets. Okay. You know, you go down off into here. Let me show y'all something, man. The voyages and travels. Now this, oh my God, I'm gonna have to come back to that. I'm gonna have to come back to that. Because I got a few videos too, and I don't want to overload y'all, right? I want to non-little known fact. I want to just get through some of this real quick for you. One, mainstream history dates the discovery of Antarctica to early 19th century and its complete mapping to the 20th century. However, there are countless maps dating several centuries before, which clearly show very accurate mapping of Antarctica. Many of them even show the map of the land underneath the ice. Yes, which will I mean, I got plenty maps. I'm finna show you, like, hey, I'm finna go into it. You know, just bear with me. Today finna be a beautiful day. I know, you know, some of y'all might not make it through this video because people get impatient. But you know, for those that do make it through this video, man, as you go into it, man, you're gonna really get some information up out of it, some shit that's gonna put you right inside the trail that you need to be in order to break the molds and the chains that these people have created and called it history, that has some type of a lock or bearing on our psyche. And then, you know, just it has us locked inside of a prism. You see, so yeah, we most definitely finna get to it. We ain't even got started. Oh yeah, baby. Man, okay. Now, One of the biggest and most powerful countries in history until 1775, roughly, Tartaria, is mostly unknown. Nowadays, because its history makes the official history of our planet, which is full of lies, impossible. This vast and powerful country is depicted on countless official maps and referenced in many texts from back then. Now, in the late 30s and 40s, Henry Ford's company was building cars running on hemp fuel with the shell made of hemp, which is 10 times stronger than steel. As shown, okay, that's just going into some more information. Those are some of my facts. Hold up, because I'm just introducing something. Now, Cain, the first city in the mystery head shaping. Now, whether you know it or not, man, you got these people right here, right now. I've been showing y'all, man, these people, the Homo capensis people. They're not humans. You know, like Homo sapiens. They're not humans, right? Now, you can pull up all this information, man. Life after Eden must have been a crushing disappointment for early humans, especially the first couple. Forget about the burden of living under the curse, toiling to coax enough food from the ground to survive, the pain of bringing life or new life into the world and all the rest, the realization that they had disappointed their creator and condemned their children and their children's children unto the end of time to lives apart from the Yahweh must have been nearly unbearable. And you know, I mean, the story, man, when you go deeper into this story, I'm just showing y'all because it's taking you further into time and history, man, and show you that, hey, listen, the shit that they call in history or ancient or archaic, that shit's not archaic. It's really not ancient either. It was more recent than you really think it is. Yes, it was, man. And I'm just trying to pull up. Let me see. Let's go into here. Now, the Roman Catholic Church has worked hard to keep the general public from fully understanding the pre-flood civilization in human history. The pre-flood world is one of mystery and seems to have been edited out of history in order to fit within biblical ideologies, a strategy used to keep the human race from interacting with alien races. Now, so does the Vatican control history? Anyone who does research can see that history has been overwritten by powerful forces, evidence that come in the form of artifacts and scholarly articles have been hidden or destroyed. And man, you know, the Vatican right now, whether you know it or not, man, they've been around the longest, you know, about 16, 1700 years. They got the, you know, probably some of the best spy technology on the planet, real life shit. Now, anyone who does research can see that the history has been overridden by a powerful force. Okay, I did that. Now, why? Churches were built over pagan sites in order to conquer civilizations and cover up pre-flood remains. And that's what they're doing now, man. Like, you know, they causing all these wars. Man, they really just trying to destroy all these, you know, like all evidence of ancient world or old world history, ancient world history. Because I'm telling you, man, it's a lot of information that once you get to connecting yourself back to your past, and once you get to discovering, finding out the real remnants of history, and find out that all of this shit that they call an ancient in history and all of this shit ain't so ancient and so far back in the past as we've been taught to believe it is. They know that, man, some shit starts to activate, awaken, and come alive inside of you. You know, so, you know, now, why would the Catholic Church go so far in order to orchestrate such a cover-up? Maybe because the pre-flood civilization was seeded by an alien species. Disclosed TV reports, okay, and it's a lot of stuff. Like you can pull up all of this stuff, man. Like I showed you, you know, up here. You could just type this shit in, man. Like, and people don't be understanding. Like I'll sit here and give a person a whole bunch of information, and at the end they'll be like, man, like, you know, where you find this at? How you look this up? What do I start looking this up at? Take some of the words you just heard me say. If I mention some words that you never heard before, take them and Google them, look them up. That's where it starts at, because all of the information I got right now, man, listen, ain't nobody give it to me flat out like that. I hear words when people talk. and I study those words, and I let those words take me into other words. And sometimes those words take you into other cultures, and them cultures take you into other forms of ideals and belief systems and aspects and points and provisions. I mean, oh my God, it's like a whole new world starts to open up right in front of your very eyes, or shall I say your mind's eye. Now, here goes the deal. I want to show something first and foremost, man. I want to see, because I got to go. I want to pull out some pictures real fast. And I want to know, I want to make sure this thing is actually going to let me go to my photos. So I'm going to my photos. I hope y'all can see it. Which ones do I want to go to? Let me slide up in these maps and stuff first real fast. Okay, these probably should go up in there too. I'm gonna show y'all something, man. This ain't no joke. Hey, and I ain't. I'm just gonna kick it off. I'm just gonna jump up in there. Let me open up one. Let me open up one. Just stick with me, family. You can't rush greatness, because I'm telling you, I'm gonna show you who these little big-headed fuckers is too. Excuse my language. Little popsicle head ass motherfuckers. Little wingworm head having motherfuckers. Little butterfly wing dome having motherfucker. Hot sauce top head having ass motherfucker. Hey, no, I'm just talking shit. Hey, that's a black folks word. Ain't it, man? I know a lot of y'all can't, ain't gonna be able to bear with me anyway. So here we go. Let me go through this maps. I want to see. Oh my goodness, is they gonna come up brighter? I don't know. Y'all gotta bear with me, man. Did this happen to us? Let me see if I can pull them up. These maps gotta be bigger than this. Hold on, family. Let me get to some bigger shit. I don't know what happened. Listen. And it might just be me. See, all of this is Tartaria, though, man. Oh, my goodness. What happened? The Grand Tartaria, right? All of this, man. Check this out right now. You can't even look on no maps and find no, Tartaria right now. They on the old maps. Seriously. That just let you know how serious these people, man. These people been working, family. They've been getting it in. They've been getting it in. They've been getting it in. Oh no, this is my baby. It was supposed to come up big. Help me, please. All right, let me get back to some of these bigger maps. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm gonna figure out what's wrong with it, man. I'm not too tech savvy. I'm learning all this stuff. In fact, I got a big book right here that now me, hey, with anybody, man, learning is so easy. I got this little book right here, man. I'll probably be a computer genius in 2 months. In Israel, they got this program called Operation Talpiot. I know a lot of y'all heard of like Operation MK Ultra or Operation Paperclip, but the Hebrew or these Israelites, right? They got Operation Talpiot. And what this is, man, oh, whoa. They got this program where they send you through these technology classes and shit, like 9 years of straight information, straight technology, man, straight classes. And hey, look, top of the class, straight professionals, elites, like, and whether you know it or not, most of the technologies that you use, most of the technologies that the world use today are designed and created by Israel. Israel has their hand and clutch inside of 95% of the world's technologies today. Seriously. That's why they can pull the switch. Man, Israel running this shit and people don't even understand it. They running this shit from a distance, G. They just using those crafty and, schematic ass tactics to unboard all of your power structures and world governments. Real life shit, man. What do you think controlling all these currencies and shit? Like, it goes deeper than this, man. It goes deep. People just get a little piece of information and they're going, no, the Rothschilds done. Hey, man, just pipe down some. Hey, man, it's the Rockefeller. Hey, stand down, player. I had a brother try to correct me about some simple ass shit the other day and made me think to myself, hey, man, that's black folks' problem. We so caught up in arguing and fighting and bickering and bitching at each other and with each other about the information or the details or particulars about the information that we can't even come together and share it because we want to be the one to know most. You know, the British elite and the Talmudic Jewish Empire. You better study these cats. Sorry. Study these cats, man. You know, these guys right here, man, they got a lot going on right here, Talmud. Now, you know, in Christianity, there's this cat named Jesus or Jesus or Isus or Isis or however you want to pronounce it, right? But over here, they got, in the Middle East, they got this whole other religion called the Talmud, or, you know, which is really based around Thomas, like, you know, and you know, which is Damuzi. So Thomas is actually the Messiah or the, you know, the Christ or whatever inside of the Talmud. But inside of Christianity, it's, you know, Jesus. And, you know, in one religion, you know, dude is the disciple, and the other religion, dude is the disciple. So it's like, it's just a bunch of mind games, man, being, you know what I'm saying, created and played across the scales of shit. No different than the Moorish Science Temple of America and the Muslims or the Nation of Islam. I'm serious. It's no different, bro. I promise. Like, man, you have to understand what the root or the template of these religions of factions are created out of, man. Real life shit. And when you caught up in them, you just can't see it. You can't see it deep enough. Like, yeah, a lot of this shit, man, just type it in. Look it up. I'm sorry I ain't got all my maps in. This is the Perry-Reese map. Now, you can study this map. Look this up, Perry-Reese map, right? This map is from, maybe what, the 1300s? If I'm mistaken? Way before anything about any Christopher Columbus. And if you can look at this map, man, like, this is an aerial view. This map was recorded from an aerial view. It shows you that, man, even in the 1300s, man, what we would consider as our ancestors, man, before this big ass cataclysmic event took place that washed out like half of the planet, like a majority of the planet, man, our ancestors already had maps. And you know what I'm saying? The general, the dude who actually comprised this General Perry-Reese or whatever, dude, whatever, man. It's a general dude that put this map together. And he took this map from a collection of other maps, you know what I'm saying, from like, and in fact, man, from some of the holders of the Vedas. You see what I mean? Like, bro, he went everywhere, man. And it just shows you that right now we living inside of a bubble, inside of Wonderland, some type of an illusion. And the illusion is actually being designed and created around the body of information that's being introduced into our consciousness. And that's what's being used to create, man. Just what the hell is going on? Oh, I'm just joking. Hey, you know, this was some serious shit, boy. They wasn't playing. $1 down. Come on up here, man. Get these maps, man. My maps. 1675. I'm showing my star forts, man. Hold on. 1688, Berlin. You see what I'm saying? They look at these star fort cities, and this ain't even my star fort folder, man. It just lets you know I've been trying to get things sorted. Look at this here, baby. Look at these star fort cities, man. Star fortresses. It's really the way that they built, bro. That, oh man, listen, I'm gonna give you more information about that in detail too, man. Because these stuff, I want to show you some more of them so we could talk about them a little bit deeper. Because I got a whole list of them, but they're not in this folder. You see what I mean? You start to see, man, you know what I'm saying, that when you go and start looking at these more modern and more recent maps that we got, man, they don't line up and fit with the older maps, man. And you see, man, the old world was beautiful, bro. It was beautiful, bro. This is what this industrial age was about. This boom coming straight up out the past. It was, you know what I'm saying, rebuilding on top of, you know what I'm saying, ancient land, old land. Tartaria. Tartaria. All right, hold on. I got some more. I got some more. I got some more. Take y'all of these flags. Yeah, some of this shit might even make you think. Right? First things first. Oh yeah. Hey man, I gotta get my pictures up, man. I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't know it was like this though. Like, when I pull them up in my computer normally, they they be bigger. Oh, wait a minute, man. Hold on. Can I do this? Man, y'all gotta forgive me. But it's still a little hard to see. Don't worry about it. We're gonna go up in there now though. We're gonna go up in there now though. Well, what's up, player? Why I can't Is that you gonna do? Tartarian. Tartarian. Yeah. Let me get out of here, man. Let me show you this, man. Y'all gotta study these people too here, man. Pressure. See what I'm saying? Real life. You gotta study these people, man. Ooh. From my face, player. This is awful. Oh yeah. Yeah, buddy, you see it. Look at these. You see, Tartaria, China. China. Hey, this is the reason China done got rid of the dragon, G. Y'all know China, the Chinese folks used to have dragons everywhere. This is the reason they're getting rid of it. This is the whole reason why you had dude, I'm talking about tear down that wall. Tell him, man, shut your ass up. That wall was a Tartarian wall. It wasn't even built by the Chinese or the people that occupy that land that they called the Chinese. I ain't on no racist stuff either. I got Chinese friends. I'm just saying. A lot of man, we all victims to this shit. Oh God, so I ain't got it. This ain't. Hey man, I ain't have my shit together. Okay, hold on. I got to get back over here. Yes. So let's get it. Hold on, where we go? Wait a minute. I just had some more I want to show you. Yeah. I got some more I need to show you. I mean, you can read it too, man. It's just I'm just going through here to show y'all, man. Like all of this, man. All of this stuff right here, man. Literally, Tartarian designs. Tartaria. All of this stuff snatched up and recolonized by Tartarian. I mean, the Khazars. Shit, the Caesars. Go back and restudy that Napoleon war now. You know, when you get a little bit more information about, you know, why Napoleon came to actually, you know, get into the bang bang with Russia. All of this shit, man. Like every one of these infrastructures, man, and designs, man, literally, they literally built on power node. Their Tartarian instruction architecture is built on power nodes. Literally, all world governments, man, all world powers, all world leaders are in cahoots, working together with hiding this information from us to keep and maintain the balance of control amongst themselves. Anybody that wants to actually help you or free you will be honest about what every government is actually hiding. You see what I'm saying? They're all playing a role. I'm finna show you. Tartaria was everywhere. Everywhere. This land stretched out to everywhere. Shanghai, Antarctica. I could show you Antarctica, man. I even got maps of Antarctica before this ice cap. This ice cap that took place more recent than we think it is. It's not no billions of years, no millions of years, no thousands of years, none of that. These people really don't want us to know what they into or what they got going on. I'm dead serious. All of this right here, man. U.S. Capitol, Washington, D.C. Man, this was all Tartarian design, all Tartarians. You can see it's the same design and infrastructure everywhere you go, bro. Everywhere you go. And now this is the reason that they redesigning and rebuilding everything except all of their shit, right? Whether you know it or not, they're gonna blow all this shit up too, bro. I guarantee you, at the end of it all, man, they moving all this shit out the way. They clearing what? Straight up, bro. All these religions, all of them came out of one religion, man. And even it is not real. So when they get to telling y'all, go back to Africa, tell them, man, so you ain't come from Africa. In actuality, your people was invaded right here on this land. The Tartarian obelisk called Washington Monument is just one power tower to light the city. Photo NASA / Bill Ingalls. Okay, let's get it. China, Shanghai, view from Jinmao Tower. Photo Dankun. Okay. U.S. Washington D.C. Space Needle. Photo Cacophony. Now, all of these are Tartarian built. You see what they got at the top of them, right? You see what all of these antennas, all are Tartarian infrastructures. Why? Because they snatch regular electromagnetic energy from the ethers. In 1889, illustration of a Tower of Eiffel sending energy to the dome and illuminated by gas lamps. Center photo by Ben Lee shown at the right. Now you see this? Y'all better study this shit, man. They not playing with, like, we just take too much for a joke. You see what I mean? We too childish nowadays. We done got too kiddie. All we want to do is play and have fun, not realizing that right now ain't the time to play and have fun. Play and have fun doing what you need to be doing. You see what I mean? Not abandoning everything you know you need to be doing just to play and have fun all the time. To make a joke out of everything, you know? All of this shit, man. I'm telling you, right here, this big ass antenna, it's providing power everywhere. Right here, power station, providing power everywhere. All Tartarian. This little, even this building right here, power station. It's 3 coils as mass damper. But check this out. You see Liberty Island? That wasn't even Liberty Island, man. That's a star fortress. That's a star fort city. You see what I'm saying? And they built this on top of, I'm going to show you something. Hold it. Yeah, I ain't got away with that, man. We coming up out of here. We coming up out of here, man. That's the reason they, look at this, man. That's why they built all these buildings like this, man. The infrastructures and stuff like this, man. The designs and things like this. Everything had a template, a design. You see what I mean? Because even the Tartarians were very, very well rehearsed on what cymatics was. Our idea or perception or educational system of what cymatics is, it came from them, from the Tartarians. They knew how to build and design the buildings inside of a template or from a template. And you see how these structures are? They cause sound waves to be channeled into the like an environment at a specific type of a degree of velocity. It creates some type of formulation between the waves, man. I ain't gonna lie, like it's a little bit deeper. I understand semantics, but the templates of what they were using and why, it's a little bit deeper than my understanding so far. But I am I'm here. You can see that. This is the beginning. Look at that. Look at that greenhouse. That's a greenhouse, man. That's beautiful too. Look at that. Just beautiful. Just look at so much how beautiful the world was before they started to tear it down and just redesign all of this death fortress inside of it with all these death cult religions. All of this, man. Look at this. All of this. All of this. Even this bridge right here, man. The Manhattan Bridge, all of this shit too, man. Russia, St. Petersburg Bridge. You see what I'm saying? All of this shit, man. China, Shanghai, Oriental, Pearl Tower. Whether you know it or not, man, the information that's being used, Tartarian description of cymatics and electromagnetism force, Flora Mosaic with Medusa in the Garden of the Namathans, says the pseudo-historians for the. But what I was going to say is, man, listen, when you use the wrong type of information to create your reality with or out of, you can get a real messed up source of reality. And if it wasn't real important for them people to teach us the type of shit that they teach us right now about our reality, then trust me, bro, they wouldn't be teaching us this type of shit about our reality. You see what I mean? They wouldn't be going so hard to not only lie to us, but to design and recreate all of these fictitious ass stories for us to buy into. You see what I mean? Like, if it wasn't that serious, they wouldn't be doing all of this. Like, it's a reason for it, man. You see what I'm saying? And that's the reason I go to show people that, man, listen, I know black folks over here, man, they gave us this name, African American, but they're playing a joke on us. That you're not from Africa, man. You see what I mean? Your ancestors ain't from Africa either. Your people came from right here. The whole planet was already doing good. In fact, the name Africa didn't even exist. Africa, America, Russia, Asia, Europe, India, all of this shit, man. Germany, all of this, Turkey, is Romania, Ukraine, like, bro, all of these lands were literally one land, one race of people. No lie. All this is Tartarian infrastructure. That's why these buildings are real old like this. They trying to get rid of all this, tear all of this old stuff down. Because they understand even the material, the bricks that is being used or that's used to build this shit, even that has healing powers. Real life shit. That's why they understand cymatics. They studied cymatics. And these people understand cymatics too. That's the reason they tearing all this shit down and building all of these, square design and templates. Look at all this beautiful design, man. Come on, man. This stuff was beautiful, man. It still is. They tearing it all down because they're trying to keep control of it all. They want to always be able to control the flow of energy. Energy is information. I'm trying to tell you. Energy is information. All of this was Tartarian. All of it. All of it. You see this? All Tartarian. All Tartarian. Yes. All Tartarian. Look at this, man. Look at that. When you get to see this, man, just you go back. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. See how beautiful this stuff is. And they taking it away. And a lot of people, just really just going through the reality, aimless anyway. But for people that's not just aimless and brainless, man, like we really do understand the severity of these infrastructures. Like we really do. Not only do we understand the severity of them, but we understand the importance of having them. Look at this, man. Especially when you study cymatics and stuff like that, man, you get to see that. Man, Joe, like, you know what I'm saying? Just to think though, man, how beautiful the energy must be. You know what I'm saying? Like felt how calm, how peaceful the energy was around the people at these times. You see these people up here, like sightseeing, they looking out, Jack. They up there getting a piece of the world, man. Look at this, man. How they remember these old churches, man? Like, remember that stuff, man? Those old churches had a way better feel of energy, man. That's when church was even way better to be into. Like nowadays, man, you got to watch out. The pastor he the biggest pimp. You know what I'm saying? All he want is your pockets or your poom poom. Straight up. And a lot of them now done switch characters, man, so they want pickle too. And I know y'all know what I mean. They want your pockets. So how about that? They want your paper, your poom poom, or your pickle. Dirty bastards. But no, I'm just talking shit, man. All I'm showing y'all is, man, this is some real serious shit, man. Because they got everybody, you know what I'm saying, sitting here thinking that we came from Africa and we were slaves and not realizing that, no, man, y'all came over here and invaded us just not long ago, too. Not as long. Listen, what you think these wars and shit is about? All of these natural disasters and all this shit, man. All they trying to do is maintain the growing or the growth of each generation, man. Control the flow of information into each generation. Because once you control that flow of information into each generation, then you can control the productivity of these people. Like, man, you see how they got us now? Like, we ain't evolving in consciousness as an overall. You got a group of scientists that's evolving, but as a collective, we digest it. But that's the way they want it to be. Sorry about that. That's the way they want it to be, man. I'm over here doing this video, getting myself together at the same time, man. Getting myself together. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Ooh-wee. Look at that beautiful ass building, man. Hey, it's a little city I used to live in out here in Decatur, Illinois. They got a lot of these nice little old pretty ass buildings like this still too, man. Real life shit. They even got those old those old roads that was made out of those, like just the brick roads and shit. I guess they used to use but when they was a real big horse and buggy type of thing. Like, yeah, I'm serious. Hey, look, man, when we was doing horse and buggying and shit, man, that was just because we was coming up out of like a messed up age. But like all of the technology we using and stuff right now, bro, it already existed. Seriously. All they doing is rediscovering, dog. That's all they doing is rediscovering, man. Rediscovering. And in the midst of it, that's the reason they went against Tesla so hard. because it was an intent was like, no, you know, they wanted to monopolize the system and charge for current, charge for power. You see what I'm saying? And that's where you get this capitalism system from. But we just ain't paying no attention, man. We came into this world free and innocent, just like them, and don't even realize that we don't owe nobody nothing. Man, we don't owe nobody nothing. We ain't not no slaves. Out here giving people stuff, man. Y'all gotta work with me. Let's go up into here real fast. Oh yeah, look at that. That's what we supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like, I mean, that's all. Look, that's all like the pyramid or the Sphinx and stuff here. You know, just constantly getting redone, remade. You know what I'm saying? That thing done had more makeovers than a little bit. That Sphinx is hundreds of thousands of years old, man. Hundreds of thousands of years old, man. Literally. You know what I'm saying? So what people got to understand is like, man, the planet doing shit that's on this planet been here for millions of years, man. Literally. Right? Earth right now been here like billions of years, but we've been going through a few different cataclysms, man. We've been going through a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? They keep resetting history. Real life shit, they keep doing this stuff. They doing this shit. It's not some extraterrestrials as we would like to believe it is. I'm serious. You see what I'm saying? So that man, listen, I'm just trying to show y'all. Now I gotta go off. Look at this, Wisconsin University Science Hall. A lot of these, man, y'all gonna see this and be like, man, I know that building. Been there. Tartarian Griffin photo. See that? That's the Griffin, which is the most hated bird. Look at that. Ruined city of Annie. It's everywhere, man. Everywhere you go. Everywhere. See this? It's the same structures, bro. That's because these structures, they snatch energy from the ethers. Look at this structure, man. Bro, them people wasn't playing, man. They understood design, man. This is real design. It's the same thing everywhere you go, bro. Look at this. Everywhere. 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 Look at this. Everywhere. I'm showing you, bro. These people got us messed up, man. Everything that they sending us through right now, man, this shit is real recent, man. These people, they got a stronghold on everything right now themselves. You know, they just coming up out this shit themselves. These people ain't playing, man. I'm telling y'all, this shit run a lot deeper than you think it do. Yeah. Yeah, man, that's the one thing I can show you, man. That you're gonna see this everywhere. You're gonna go through out there and see this everywhere, man. I just wanted to give y'all a nice, good synopsis of it, man. You know, it's a lot of photos. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Want to bust y'all head down with them, man, but I did just want to give y'all a lot of good information to show you that, this is what's going on over here, you know? Yeah. So like I said, hey, listen, get some information, man. Power up with me. Let me know what's up. Get in. I don't want to keep y'all too long. Wholeness. All in the meantime,